Michael Todd versus LARS RORBAKKEN was a very interesting match. I think a lot of people expected this to look like Michael with the open top roll and LARS crashing down with the flop press, and it was going to be an all-out war that took forever, but this is not what happens. Right off the very first go of the match, we actually saw Michael countering LARS' flop press with a press of his own, and he was able to flash pin LARS in a press, and it didn't even look close. At this point, LARS pretty much totally abandoned the pressing lane for the rest of the night, as he knew that was not going to be available to him. After this, Michael switched things up a little bit in round 2, and he ended up flash pinning LARS in a top roll lane outside of straps. LARS wasn't even quite able to slip and get into the straps. It was looking pretty one-sided at this point. Now in round 3, we saw a much better stop from LARS. This time LARS hit an open top roll, and he was able to prevent Michael from getting the pin in that outside lane, but there were a lot of elbow fouls and restarts and false starts, and eventually Michael ended up winning in the final rounds. I wasn't sure if this was called because LARS elbow fouled or because Michael got a pin. It didn't quite look like Michael actually pinned LARS, but either way, Michael ended up winning round 3 in a top roll. And then in round 4, once again, Michael was just too fast. He went with the flop press out of straps, and LARS kind of held on right down toward the pin pad, and Michael ended up pinning LARS outside of straps with a flop press. So the final score officially was 4-0 Michael Todd, but I think that overall this is a pretty cool match, as we saw both guys changing their lanes throughout the match. Great effort from LARS and great win from Monster Michael Todd.